Alright, this is going to be our second podcast on stoichiometry, and this one's going to be all about percent composition. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare the percent composition of oxygen in NO and NO2. So what you start out with, just to find percent comp of NO, you just assume that there's 1 mole of NO. So you find the mass of each of these elements in NO. So you go 1 mole N over 1, and then 1 mole of N is equal to 14.01 grams of N. You find it on your periodic table. So this is going to be 14.01 grams. And then you do the same thing with oxygen. 1 mole of oxygen over 1. 1 mole of oxygen is equal to 16.01 grams. So that gives you 16.01 grams. So then you add these up, that gives you the total mass of 1 mole of NO. And that's going to be 30.02 grams NO. Now since this is your total mass and you're trying to find percent mass of oxygen, percent mass is part over whole. So you take your part, which is oxygen, 16.01 grams of oxygen, over the total 30.02 grams NO, multiplied by 100%, and that will give you 53.3% oxygen. And that's your answer for that one. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing with NO2. So you start out the exact same. You have 1 mole of N over 1. And then 1 mole of N is equal to 14.01 grams on the periodic table. So you have 14.01 grams of N. Now here, since you have 2 moles of O, that goes right there. You still keep the 1 mole of O down here, and this still equals 16.01 grams. So now you're going to multiply 2 by your 16.01 to give you 32.02 grams of O. So now, just like the last one, you add these two numbers to find your total molecular mass of NO2. And this is going to give you 46.03 grams NO2. So now this is your whole, and this is your part. So you go part over whole, 32.02 grams of O, over 46.03 grams NO2, times 100%. And that will give you 69.6% O. And that's your answer. So as you can see, the percent composition of O and NO was only 53.3. And as you add another O, it goes up because there's more O in relation to N. And that's basically it for percent composition. And if you have any other questions, Mrs. Weber will definitely help you.